The Hofkirche is a Gothic church located in the Altstadt section of Innsbruck, Austria. The church was built in 1553 by Emperor Ferdinand I as a memorial to his grandfather Emperor Maximilian I, whose cenotaph within boasts a remarkable collection of German Renaissance sculpture. The church also contains the tomb of Andreas Hofer, Tyrol's national hero. Although Maximilian's will had directed that he be buried in the castle chapel in Wiener Neustadt, it proved impractical to construct there the large memorial whose plans he had supervised in detail, and Ferdinand I as executor planned construction of a new church and monastery in Innsbruck for a suitable memorial. In the end, however, Maximilian's simple tomb remained in Wiener Neustadt and the Hofkirche serves as a cenotaph. Church. The Hofkirche is located at Universitätsstraße 2, adjacent to the Hofburg in the Altstadt section of Innsbruck. The church was designed by architect Andrea Crivelli of Trento in the traditional German form of a hall church, consisting of 3 naves with a setback 3-sided choir, round and pointed arch windows, and a steep broken hip roof. Its layered buttresses reflect compromise of contemporary Renaissance design with German late Gothic style. Stonemasons Hieronymus de Longy and Anton de Boll carved the fine Renaissance portal. The church interior contains galleries, high slender colonnettes of red marble with white stylized Corinthian capitals, and a lectern. The gallery's original ribs made from sandstone from Mittenwald have been preserved. But after the main vault was damaged by earthquake in the 17th century, it was rebuilt in the Baroque style. The high altar seen today was designed in 1755 by the Viennese court architect Nikolaus Pakassi, and decorated with a crucifixion by the Viennese academic painter Johann Karl Auerbach, and bronze statues of Saint Francis of Assisi and Saint Teresa of Avila by Innsbruck court sculptor Balthasar Moll. The Renaissance organ is by Jörg Ebert of Ravensburg, and described locally as one of the 5 most famous organs in the world. Domenico Pozzo from Milan painted the organ panels. A side chapel, called the Silver Chapel, was consecrated in 1578. It contains a silver altar to Mary incorporating 3 elephant tusks and 300 kilos of ebony, and the tombs of Archduke Ferdinand II and his wife Philippine Welser, both by Alexander Collin. Cenotaph. Emperor Maximilian's ornate black marble cenotaph occupies the center of the nave. Florian Abel, of the Prague Imperial Court, supplied a full-sized draft of the high tomb in the florid style of court mannerism. Its construction took more than 80 years. The sarcophagus itself was completed in 1572, and the final embellishments, the kneeling emperor, the 4 virtues, and the iron grille, were added in 1584. Trento mason Hieronymus Longy directed construction of the tomb proper. The bronze relief frieze of trophies includes vases, suits of armor, weapons, shields, musical instruments, etc., and above that 2 rows of white marble reliefs. The 24 reliefs were created by the artist Alexander Collin, based on woodcuts from the Triumphal Arch by Albrecht Dürer, with 4 stone bas-reliefs each on the tomb's ends, and 8 on its longer sides. They depict events from Maximilian's life as follows. Marriage of Maximilian to Mary of Burgundy, 1477. Victory over the French at the First Battle of Gunnergate, 1478. Recapture of Arras Fortress, 1492. Maximilian's coronation as King of the Romans in Aachen, 1486. Victory of Archduke Sigmund of Tyrol over the Venetians at Caliano, 1487. Maximilian's liberation of Vienna from Hungarian rule, 1490. Capture of Sturl-Weissenberg, 1490. Return of Maximilian's daughter Margareta by the French king, 1493. Retreat of the Turks from Croatia, 1493. Alliance of the Holy League against France, 1494. Maximilian's wedding with Bianca Maria Sforza, 1494. Marriage of Philip the Fair to Joanna of Castile, 1496. Victory of Maximilian over the Bohemians near Regensburg, 1504. Capture of Kufstein Fortress, 1504. Subjugation of the Duke of Guelders, 1505. Alliance of Cambrai against Venice, 1508. Victory over Venice, 1509. Return of Duke Maximilian Sforza to Milan, 1512. Victory over the French at the Second Battle of Gunnergate, 1513. Maximilian and King Henry VIII of England meet at Terouanne, 1513. Defeat of the Venetians near Vicenza, 1513. Capture of the Venetian fortress of Murano, 1514. Betrothal of Maximilian's grandson Ferdinand to Anne of Bohemia and Hungary, 1515. Defense of Verona, 1516. The tomb is enclosed within a fine wrought iron grille created by Jörg Schmidhammer of the Prague court, based on a drawing by the Innsbruck painter Paul Trabel, and capped with statues of the Four Virtues and kneeling emperor cast in moulure from models by Alexander Collin. Statues. The cenotaph is surrounded by 28 large bronze statues of ancestors, relatives and heroes. Their creation took place over between 1502 to 1555, and occupied a number of artists including Christian Amberger, Albrecht Dürer, Jörg Kolderer, Jörg Polhammer the Elder, Gilg Cecil Schreiber, Ulrich Tiefenbrunn, and sculptors Peter Vischer the Elder, Hans Leinberger, Loeffler, Leonhardt Magt, and Weisstoss. 3 of the statues are based on designs by Dürer. According to David Gass, one of many descendants of both Maximilian and Louis II of Hungary, the inclusion of the King Arthur and Godfrey of Bouillon statues are due to Louis II's sister, Anna, the Queen of Bohemia, marrying Ferdinand, Maximilian's grandson, and bringing her English heritage with her. Both men were said to be her ancestors. The following list contains the statues, designer, sculptor, cost, and year of execution. Joanna, Queen of Castile, Cecil Schreiber and Kolderer, Magt, Godel, 1528. Ferdinand II, King of Aragon, Polheimer, Magt, Godel, 1530–31. Philip the Good, Duke of Burgundy, Cecil Schreiber, Magt, Godel, 1521. Charles the Bold, Duke of Burgundy, Cecil Schreiber and Kolderer, Magt, Godel, 1525–26. Symbagis, Archduchess of Austria, Cecil Schreiber and his workshop, 1516. Margaret, Duchess of Savoy, Tiefenbrunn, Magt, Godel, 1522. Bianca Maria Sforza, Holy Roman Empress, Tiefenbrunn, Magt, Godel, 1525. Sigismund, Archduke of Austria, Kolderer, Magt, Godel, 1523–24. Arthur, King of Britain, Dürer, Artismeister, Vischer, 1513. Ferdinand I, King of Portugal, Cecil Schreiber and his workshop, 1509. Ernest, Duke of Austria, Cecil Schreiber and his workshop, 1516. Theodoric the Great, King of the Ostrogoths, Dürer, Artismeister, Vischer, 1513. Albert II, Duke of Austria, Polheimer, Magt, Godel, 1528–29. Rudolf I, King of Germany, Cecil Schreiber and his workshop, 1516–17. Philip I, King of Castile, Cecil Schreiber and his workshop, 1516. Clovis I, King of the Franks, Amberger, Einberger, Loeffler, 1509. Albert II, King of Germany, Cecil Schreiber and Polheimer, Magt, Godel, 1526. Frederick III, Holy Roman Emperor, Cecil Schreiber and Calderer, Magt, Gödel, 1523-24. Leopold III, Margrave of Austria, Calderer, Magt, Gödel, 1520. Albert IV, Count of Habsburg, Dürer, Leinberger, Gödel, 1517. Leopold III, Duke of Austria, Calderer, Magt, Gödel, 1519. Frederick IV, Duke of Austria with the empty pockets, Tiefenbrunn, Magt, Gödel, 1523-24. Albert I, King of Germany, Polheimer, Magt, Gödel, 1527. Godfrey of Bouillon, Polheimer, Magt, Gödel, 1533. Elizabeth of Luxembourg, Queen of Germany, Polheimer, Magt, Gödel, 1530. Mary, Duchess of Burgundy, Cecil Schreiber, 1513-16. Elizabeth of Carinthia, Queen of Germany, Cecil Schreiber and his workshop, 1516. Kunigunde, Archduchess of Austria, Cecil Schreiber, 1516-17. The gallery contains 23 small statues of the Habsburg patron saints. They were designed by court painter Jeg Koldier around 1514-15, and carved into wood and then wax by Leonhard Magt. The church also once contained a number of busts of Roman emperors. 20 are now displayed in Schloss Ambras and one is in the Bavarian National Museum in Munich. Andreas Hofer tomb. Andreas Hofer, Tyrol's national hero, is also buried within the church. Gallery. Hofkirche from Rennweg, looking east toward Jesuit Church. Interior. Cenotaph marble relief. Organ loft. Andreas Hofer tomb.